Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Heather.
And we are
Masterpiece Astrology.
We're here with your forecast this week, Sunday, October 15th through Saturday, October 21st, 2007. Boy, we have Sunday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday are big days this week. I think we should just get right on it. So Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, what do we got going on?
So Sunday, we have Mercury opposite Uranus.
Alright, so Mercury is how we think and communicate, our computers and the stuff we communicate with. And Uranus is the need for change now.
It's the lightning to your mind.
Yeah, it invites you to change. So
it invites change.
When they're opposite each other in our environment.
So it's kind of an outward challenge, and along with that aspect is the lovely Mars opposition to Chiron.
Chiron's an asteroid that represents our wound.
Our wounded healer.
Yeah, we all have an Achilles heel, and that's an old idea that we all have a place in us, a wound that easily gets hurt, and the thought is that wound is a source of great strength if we know how to kind of work with it and conquer it and not let it keep us back.
So, like, an example of that would be perhaps a situation that you went through where somebody kind of challenged something that she was doing.
Yeah, and something that I feel deeply about, and it's my ability to be a psychotherapist, which I've done for many years.
And in that, it just kind of brought in these feelings of where she had to kind of dig deep and find her authentic self.
Yeah, I think that, and what you just described is hopefully what you can get out of this opposition. But
because it really kind of wounds the ego, because it involves Mars, which is the ego.
So when Mars is the ego and Chiron is our wound, you can expect just to definitely feel a bit hurt. And when you feel hurt by something, a really good idea is to kind of look at that, look at
aspects, all angles.
But instead of being hurt by it, find out how there's something in that interaction that allows you to find what's really strong in you, like how that wound is nothing to be ashamed of.
That authenticity inside of yourself that says this person may be right halfway or not right at all or whatever.
Or this person has nothing at all to do with the issue.
I think it's important, though, to not automatically get defensive. It is our first thing. And so
that's
to kind of
ego.
Notice that you're automatically defensive and then just kind of deal with the aftermath of that and however way you need to do that, but dig deep. And
in that aftermath, though, again, just to repeat, that's the strength of finding it. The aftermath helps you just figure out what was real in that interaction and what wasn't.
And I think that this week really kind of calls us to kind of a more authentic way we carry ourselves and the way we kind of look at ourselves and in our communication.
Well, that leads us right up to I kind of really want to skip ahead to Tuesday, but I think we just need to talk about Monday.
We need to talk a little bit about Monday because it's the first day of the week and everybody's like, gotta go to work, gotta go to school.
It's a great day to work. It's a good, if you want one day this week to get something done, Monday's a good day to get some hard work done.
Yeah, it's a good day.
You want to watch out, though, that you don't work so hard that you're going to resent others, because by evening you could feel a little bit booty hurt that you did all the work and nobody's giving you any credit. So
and really, you're just exhausted.
And you're just exhausted. So just keep that in mind. You could work really hard Monday, but come evening, if you start throwing yourself a pity party, stop.
You're just tired.
You're just tired.
Go to bed early.
Go to bed.
Curl up with the cat or dog.
Whatever. Tuesday, speaking of communication and that theme of needing to be authentic, Mercury moves into Scorpio. Mercury, again, communication, thinking. Sign of Scorpio. Scorpio likes to dig deep.
It is brutally honest, and it's also going to be creating a conjunction, which is in Jupiter.
Two planets together.
Like
a melted cheese sandwich of Scorpio.
So it's going to basically bring our communication to kind of zapping kind of energy, insert foot into mouth. But it's also very deep and reflective.
Potentially.
As well.
Really, Scorpio can be a dove. I mean, Scorpio really can ultimately understand the depths of growth possible through transformation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pain that goes on in that change, and oftentimes you don't want to go through that. So Scorpio can be a little bit Well, Scorpio knows the deep dark side of things. Scorpio always wants to know the motives for behaviors, and Scorpio is acquainted with the dark side of the psyche because humans often
It's
don't
not
have
afraid of their dark side.
And humans don't always have a lot of positive love to share, unfortunately. Our species has a lot of darkness. So Scorpio knows it well.
And I think that in our last video we had kind of discussed the overall theme of Jupiter and Scorpio, and as planets are now moving from Libra into Scorpio, it's going to become more
secrets,
more secretive,
more motives,
more scandals, sex on the brain,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of blown out of proportion.
Absolutely, because Jupiter is big. So what's significant about Tuesdays, Mercury moves into Scorpio and it's occupying the same space that Jupiter does in Scorpio. Jupiter magnifies everything because Jupiter is the biggest planet.
Right.
So, yeah. So we can expect to see an increase in, like you said, scandals. I would expect to hear way more scandals. Yeah.
And that's always the juicy stuff. And then next we have, what is it, Wednesday?
Wednesday's just a touchy day. The aspects of the day there's a little harsh. The moon's under fire from Pluto. You might get your feelings hurt. If you do, it's a touchy day. Don't worry about it.
And then Thursday.
Oh, Thursday's I don't know. Sunday's a big day. Tuesday's a big day, but Thursday's the new moon.
Thursday is a new moon in Libra, so it's basically just highlighting relationships.
Well, again, it's the sun and the moon coming together.
Right, in a conjunction.
And so the sun is like our ego self, our conscious. It's like the male lunar side is female, conscious, subconscious, sun, moon.
It's our ego self, our self in the world, joining with our emotional self.
The moon.
So
in Libra.
So it's a very kind of a nice interaction.
Right, those planets are, so the theme of conscious and subconscious energy through the sign of Libra's relationship.
I see Thursday as a very big, there's a lot of aspects that day, so it's going to be a lot of quick go kind of energy. It's not really going to be a time where you can really think too much, but it could be a little bit overwhelming to both the self and the emotional self, but you're going to be in some way trying to find that balance. With Uranus in there, you may not find that balance.
I think it's funny you say balance, because Libra's like a sign of balance, and yet, if the sun and moon, the reason it's going so fast is not because of the new moon or Libra, it's because Uranus, the planet, again, of rebellion, revolution, and change now, is directly opposite this new moon. So it's forcing the new moon, the energy of the day, to really move fast. It's really kind of is going to go against our instincts.
And maybe kind of find a little surprise in there.
There will be some kind of surprise. It's in surprises they can fall good or bad.
Right.
And also when the moon and sun come together and it's total darkness, like Heather said, the aspects of the day are really highlighted. So
and it is Thursday, so it's Thirsty Thursday.
So
when you get home, grab yourself
a
margarita.
You're gonna need one after the end of this day.
Eat some pizza or chocolate, whatever.
I think it's really important to remember Libra is all. Well, and
it's very sociable.
Well, it is, and so it's very likely Thursday will feel like a night you want to socialize. It's just going to move really fast, and again, a lot of themes about relationship coming up with Libra. Libra is the sign of the zodiac that learns through relationship, and through Libra we learn a really important life lesson. We learn about ourselves as we're reflected through other people.
Right.
So Libra helps us. The sign of Libra is the mirror. The new moon gives us a chance to heal in our relationships, but we're gonna be a little bit surprised. And with Jupiter and Mercury in the background in the Scorpio conjunction, that's gonna also highlight this whole theme of secrets, motives, and agendas.
And it could be a fun day too.
And sometimes there's also windfalls. Jupiter brings luck, so it's something also to keep in mind.
And then we reach Friday.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Friday's a nice day.
Thank God,
it's
Friday.
Friday
right?
night. Friday night's going to feel nice and relaxed. I'm already looking forward to it.
I'm already looking forward to
Moon
Friday.
Moon and Neptune form a nice, kind, soft angle. Yes. Watery. What would you do Friday night with that?
What I do every Friday. Basically
curl up with the cats?
Curl up with the cats, watch a movie, or listen to music.
Well, it's going to feel really good this Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so do that this Friday. And then Saturday, I think we want to tell you Saturday is a day of kind of a wrapping up some big cycles.
It is, and I would also like to say just really quickly to my friend Jody Champion, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yes.
I think Saturday we have a good day for working with deep feelings in a kind of a friendly way. That's good news.
And I also think it's a good day to get stuff done. Just
it is.
Whatever chores you have, get it done so that you can enjoy Sunday.
Right, and it's also, because Sunday the energy changes, and
we'll speak to that next week, but we kind of want to tell you just ahead of time that Mars is leaving Libra and heading into Scorpio, and then the Sun is also
going to start into Scorpio.
Oh my gosh, I just messed that up. Mars is leaving Virgo and going into Libra, and the Sun is leaving Libra and going into Scorpio.
And
so
this
Sunday
is going to be next week on Sunday.
It's going to be next week on Sunday, but I kind of want to discuss perhaps what it feels like when planets are in what we call an orb.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea quickly, because Saturday we're seeing again the end of Mars in a cycle, the end of the Sun in the cycle, and Sunday they'll change. When a planet is an orb, we're just saying that there's a span of time in which the energy actually manifests.
So it's basically like, you're driving from one state to another. Like right now we live in Arizona, and so if you're in California and you're driving into Arizona, you see all these signs.
Right.
There's all this anticipation, all this build-up as before you reach
saying,
the
welcome,
actual...
Arizona's coming.
You've reached the border of Arizona, and that would be what we would call the day of the change. But it's more important the things that start happening before the actual aspect happens, and then the actual aspect, whatever happens, and then you have the aftermath afterwards. So it's more the before, the anticipation,
building up to the state line,
the rising action, the climax, and then the falling action.
Right.
If you were
once your foot crosses the state line, it's kind of like when the aspect, the geometrical relationship of the planets in the circle, that aspect is exact.
I think Fred wants to speak to that.
Fred clearly wanted to speak to that. So before that energy is exact, it's kind of like you're approaching the state line. So some of the energy we talk about, for example, this new moon on Thursday, people are going to be feeling that new moon on Tuesday. They're going to feel it on Monday.
They're going to feel it on Sunday.
Exactly.
You should be feeling it right now.
Because that's a very powerful opposition with a Uranus opposing that new moon. So some of this energy, it's like you see the state line ahead and you know change is coming. But you just got to cross that line.
Yeah, so
don't be surprised if you feel some of this before we actually talk about it.
Yeah, so we will be talking next week about the Mars and Libra, more in depth, and then the Sun going into Scorpio.
So Saturday, it's wrapping up, get some work done, and it feels pretty friendly.
Yeah.
But it'll be nice to talk to you again next week.
Weekend.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much, and Heather, what can our viewers do if they really liked what they saw?
They can subscribe. They can hit the subscribe button, and then they can hit the bell to get notifications of our next videos.
And I ask Heather to say that every week, because Heather, you just have a friendlier way of saying that.
And I hope you join us again, and please leave us comments. We'd love to hear back from you.
And let us know how you're doing with the energy, and thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
See you next week. Bye.